Now fucking come over here where it's safe. That's it, mate. Come on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Clarence, mate, you alright?
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Fuck, get out of there.
Fucking hell. Poor cunt.
Oh, yeah, Clarence, mate, yeah, she'll be alright now.
Yeah, mate.
Jesus.
Just hold on.
Oh, no. Fucking early. Fucking that scene of War of the Worlds? Have you seen War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
And the lightning's just fucking constantly coming down and fucking hitting. The fucking tripods come out and they fucking start killing
You're missing
everyone.
a once-in-a-lifetime sighting here. Major lighting concert.
Hey?
You're missing the whole thing, cunt.
You seen the original War of the Worlds?
Yeah, Steve.
Clarence, I'm fucking sorry, mate. What we can do? Holy shit. Oh, God.
Just hang in there, mate.
It looks like he's still breathing. He's still breathing.
You buy this for $39.99, guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99, that's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move, I act quick, I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com, boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby. Because you bought it for $39.99.
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and
what is going on, you guys? It is Dollar Cost Crypto here with Ask Me Anything 99, baby. When does the Fed cut, man? I am joined by an illustrious panel of degenerates, man. We got Cultivate Crypto in the house. What's up, man? Steve, let's go, boys. Let's get this money, man. Ant Cat, let's go N2s. That's right. Fung, what's going on? OSS, we everywhere. Okay. Are we doomed, Hex Monkey? Who knows? But we are live, ladies and gentlemen. The sit down, do or die now, boys. Strap in. Or as Somi would do, strap on. I don't know if you guys have caught Somi's latest shout out to my boy Somi, but that ball gag and the whip in it, bros. That ain't it, homies. I don't usually comment too much on some stuff, but like, my God, that was so out of left field. I'm shocketh of what I witnessed. Dude, what is like, all right, so like, what? What? Damn, son. Man, there's a lot of pegging going around, I guess, but geez Louise, man. That's why I stay far away from that coin, my sir, bro. That's to me, that's a tad much. But hey, you know. Let me put you on a little secret. There's no free market. It's only our market. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, man. And let's see what's happening in crypto land. And for people who don't know, this is AMA. You super chat, I answer. All right, so let's get into it, man. A $2.7 trillion market cap, obviously going down. Bitcoin's at $84,000, $1,500 Ethereum, still above where the entry price where I got into Ethereum. I bought at $14.50, ended up getting filled at $14.80. Incredible. It's not gay season, it's clown season. Oh shit, dude! I love this this market's funny as hell. Incredible DCAs, man. But let's see what I got mostly. What's the most wrecked thing today? Tia near. Nothing too down the flare. That's the XRP boys in shambles. Let's see over the last 7 days. Curves up a little. That's interesting. Curve. Fart coin, or I like to call it a 16 Andreessen Horowitz capital coin. Athena, yeah, no surprise. EOS, Classic. Sui's not actually a decent time for the week. Where are we at? Chronos, Arbitrum. Yeah, it's interesting right there. That we got a little, not too much for the whole week. Not bad. Not bad. How low did Fartcoin go, actually? Fartcoin is an AI-generated coin by an AI that was created by Andreessen Horowitz. And then it created a meme coin. And it's like, oh, wow, it created a meme coin. Well, I guess we should invest into it. And then they pumped it, basically. Also, a part of that whole AI thing was also Gotimus Maximus or whatever as well. So, yeah, it's kind of what happened. Let's see if I can. Where's the? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let's see what happened in the last 3 months. What did it peak down to? 24 cents. It's up pretty decent, actually, from a top of $2 to 25 cents. That's actually a pretty decent drop. Shout out to anyone who bought Fartcoin at the time. Came up, down, not bad. What's Pepe doing right now? Pepe is, I think, going to be a very good performer. It's been a very good performer this cycle. I look a little froggy. It's peaked out here at about, let's go to market cap. Last 3 months. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Not bad. It's kind of lagging out. There we go. 11.2, 2.4, 2.5. It's really close to its bottom right here. So this is a good zone to start DCing. Sub 3 billion market cap Pepe. Very, 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 very good interest. What if the Fed raises interest rates? Not good. The market's going to crash more. I think at that point, I think Trump will end up having literally sending the army into the fucking Federal Reserve building. Thoughts on the PDI event? I mean, Richard literally told everyone to sell it. I mean, we've been telling people not to be in that coin for a long time. Massive sell off. Very stupid. Very stupid. Very stupid. Very stupid. You know, very stupid. I mean, there's so many other coins to make money on instead of that. Like dogs. Like this is how you guys sound.
Attention, Starbucks. I'd like to give one person the opportunity to buy me a coffee. In exchange, I'll sit down with you for 5 minutes to discuss my world-class crypto trading strategies. Anybody? You may be wondering why, if I'm so wealthy, well, Bitcoin's down right now, so I'm struggling a little bit. Nobody. Wow. Oh, you'll buy me a coffee? Oh, thank you. Wow, that's crazy, man.
Well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world. Wow. So gay. So gay. Okay.
Terrible, terrible. What's the story behind crypto dude? He started posting a lot of content of himself on like yachts and stuff with chicks in Dubai and in Miami, and pretty much it from what I've seen. He is in crypto at the very least, but like pretty much a content creator, pretty much capitalizing on crypto dorks dumb. And I look and you know he's like a crypto dork, and obviously I think he has like a big nose or something like that, and isn't typically like what you would call like a good looking guy or whatever, but that's what he's capitalizing on the social media sort of sites and shit, basically. Yeah. Hex Amigo finally caught you live. Hey, what's going on, brother? Ain't no see no chicks on his yacht. Well, his earlier videos when he was popping off, he had chicks on there, or like he'd do things like that, pretty much. Is 6 trillion market cap still possible? I think so. I don't think the cycle is gone. I don't think it's not over yet. Do you think the SEC will file an amendment to RHK next week? Fingers crossed. I hope not, but it's supposed to be done on the 21st, supposedly. But I mean, shit, man. I'm not holding my breath. There has been some major updates to Shadow. So if you hold Shadow, you can now directly just earn like liquid Shadow. So when you collect your rewards, it gives you the bonus of collecting an X33, or I should say X Shadow with 2x yield or Shadow yeah. So basically, so if you let's just say I have a 500, I've got on the thing it says $500 of yield, right? It'll give me $500. I mean, $500 or $1,000 of X Shadow if I choose that option, and then I can turn it into X33 and play the longer game, or stake it and wait 6 months for them to all unlock, or I just take the 50% penalty off the rip, and then all my Shadow's liquid, and I can dump it and do anything I want. Yeah. When do you think X33 flips Shadow? I mean, eventually. I mean, right now it's at I think it's at 1.4 something, like 1.442. Something like that. So so it's something like this right now. So it takes 1.4 X Shadow to equal up 1 X33. It's slowly going up. I mean, you guys understand. I mean, this came out in late January, early February. So in about 2-3 months, it's essentially done this. So by the end of the year, we should be, even though things have slowed down a little bit, as soon as there's a big ramp up. I mean, we have the airdrops going out in June. There's a lot of really positive stuff happening with Phantom, actually, and with I should say Sonic, really. But let me see if I can show you something real quick. Light skin Miguel. I've been out in Vegas getting sun, bro. I'm tanning like a motherfucker right now. So this is a really interesting post by I think Dangerous or Basic Dangerous with an L. Whales exiting Barra chain seem to be going to Sonic Labs, likely due to the APR rates. Thanks to a well-structured incentive program, Sonic has recently managed to attract significant capital to its own network. Yeah, so there's outflows from Barra chain, and they're coming over to Sonic. So there's starting to be a lot of whales moving over to Sonic because they're getting better rates on stablecoin yields and stuff, which is really good. So not bad. Light skin Miguel. When I'm inside all the time. Well, actually, too, I'm my hue is a lot whiter. I've got white, like a browner lights and shit on here, and I'm in the dark. But I tan very well. If you guys do me a favor, man, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Tell people we're live right now, man. And yeah. Let's see. Can't take Torta season any longer. I need a big booty Latina season. Oh, shit, man. Thoughts on ZK Sync's $5 million hack? Are you guys shocked at all, bro? Like, it's a dead chain, dude. It's dead. Like, it's crime season, bro. It's crime season. They're draining the coffers right now on those chains and like, oh no, how did this happen? Oops. Bro, it's probably the team or probably people along with there that stole the money. How did this oh my god, how did this money get stolen, you guys? How? I just couldn't, like I just cannot figure it out, Come on. We know.
How they legends, they doing podcasts. They said, we make more money than you, nigga. We sit here and make more money than you. I know you don't want to play the Cash App, open your bank account game on the phone when we see each other. I know you don't want to open your phones up and see how much niggas got in the account. You made $2 million.
I know you don't want no ATM battle, nigga.
Yeah, nigga don't want to, nigga, we make more money than you, nigga. You talking about, oh, they podcast. Nigga, because we getting chicken. We make more money than you. You better come when you want a job. We might got a job for you, nigga. Yo, Nick, did we throw you 25,000 bonus for nothing the other day? Throw it on Nick.
Just for nothing.
Throw it on Nick in the control room. In the control room. Put the camera on him. Throw the camera on him real quick. Nick, what we threw you? Because we love you. Yeah. For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing.
Because we have nothing else to do. We was bored that day. I say you ain't deserving, Nick. We was bored, nigga. We threw him something because we say, yo, Nick been working his ass off. We threw him that. You ever threw somebody in your camp 25,000 because you ain't have nothing else to do that day, nigga? The fuck out of here, nigga.
Hey, this is the day in the life of a fat nigga crypto millionaire. He wakes up at 6 a.m. next to the Russian supermodel he bagged the night before. He wakes her ass up and tells her, get the fuck out. He got shit to do. But first, she gotta make a nigga breakfast. Can't make money on an empty stomach. After breakfast, he checks in on his meme coin portfolio. He trenches meme coins for an hour with his fat nigga alpha group, looking for that daily 100x. Found it, looking like this nigga will be eating good today. Next, he's got a few business calls to make. Updates on his multi-million-dollar real estate ventures with some white-collar cracking niggas. It's almost lunchtime and this nigga's getting hungry. He hops in the Ferrari and drives to his favorite lunch spot in Miami. Oh shit. He spots one of his niggas from his meme coin alpha group. They chop it up talking about the 1000x runner from this morning. They decide to treat themselves after lunch and go shopping. Yeah, these fat niggas looking fly. He getting a little sleepy now. He gotta go take a nap before a big night. He wakes up and gets fresh for a lavish dinner at the best steakhouse in Miami with all his niggas. Now it's time to hit the club and get turned. They celebrate their wins from today and are on the prowl for snow bunnies who want to get freaky with a fat nigga. He takes her home and they have consensual sex. After clapping cheeks, he decompresses with a warm glass of milk. He looks back on another successful day as a fat nigga crypto millionaire, then goes to sleep ready to do it all over again tomorrow.
It's fat nigga season.
I'm tiny. Oh shit, dude. Oh, bro, real estate ventures with my white collar cracking. Dude. Oh, that will never not be fun. That's what I'm saying. That's why you can make money on some of these memes and shit. If you can catch something that's that hilarious, dude. Oh my god, there's so much money in it. Trust me. Decompress. I mean, these dudes looking fly. But that shit cracks me up. What happened to that Indian dude? Let me see them titties. Indian dude. Oh, you mean my boy right here? Let me see. This dude's actually on tour. I think he's almost done with his tour right now. Actually, believe it or not.
I know, yeah, I know, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. No, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck them titties, baby. I know. Suck them titties on the west side. Suck them titties on the breast side. Best titties I ever had. Oh, let me suck them titties right now. From the night turning down, girl. Suck one, maybe two. And then boy gone. Yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Oh, yeah. Let me suck them titties, baby. Let me suck. I know what it's like, baby. Yeah, I know what it's like, baby. See some titties in the club, you know what I'm saying? And I got one thing to say to you, baby. Let's get them fucking titties jumping out the fucking club, girl. Come on. Somebody take your titties out. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. Somebody take your titties out, yeah. No, somebody take your titties out. No, oh, yeah. Somebody take your.
There you go. That's enough titty songs. The breast side, the best side. Oh my god, bro! Getting paid off second titty clean work, man. I mean, there's a market for everybody, man. If you can dream it, you can hustle it, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get back to the market, man. So, actually, let me pull up the Federal Reserve stuff. So, boom, 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 and then we'll go over to holy market. Let me pull up these. Okay, so I guess let's start off with the poly market for a little bit, man. So this is a live betting site where people bet on whether things are going to happen, right? So so this is right now for May 7th is the next meeting. There's a 10% chance that they're giving it that they're going to decrease the interest rates by 25 basis points, and almost a 2% chance that they will for 50 plus basis points, and 88% chance that no change at all, basically. Then we got June 18th. Chances are getting better with the market believes. There's a 45% chance we'll actually have a decrease in June 18th. And July 30th, pretty much it's going to happen. So the market's basically betting on that June 18th and June 30th we are going to have cuts, and they're not cutting in May, basically. If we believe poly market, pretty much. Is the Fed going to rug pull the Trump administration? No, I think that the Trump administration is probably going to start rugging the Fed. I think they're going to sick their dogs. By dogs, I mean Doge, on Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve. And if they're not very careful, they'll bring because basically the federal government can do anything they want as long as they have Supreme Court backing them. Because truly the actual the actual highest power in the nation, besides the president, is the Supreme Court, because whatever they rule is the final verdict, period, within the land. So the Supreme Court is in Trump's pocket. So they can sort of they can pass things and legislate things in a way where they can essentially give the president permission to effectively kick out Jerome Powell at any point in time. So the Fed needs to do its job. They need to start cutting already. I mean, we there's, depending on what sources you're looking at, we've got about $6 to $9 trillion of debt we need to refinance in the next 9 to 18 months. That's a whole lot of cheddar, you guys. And there's also a reason for why the stablecoin bill is passing in the way. Do you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to stablecoin bill? Type one in the chat. Have you at least heard of the stablecoin bill? I'll wait.
One drunk man is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you think the Federal Reserve would help support the United States to win the trade war, not try to let the fucking communist Chinese. Anytime I see anyone symptomatic, I mean, outside of just like, oh man, it sucks these people losing their jobs, but but besides that, right? But like, it's a psyop, you guys. Like, it's absolutely, it's a fucking travesty that the Federal Reserve is not helping the United States during this time. We're going to win the trade war. We are winning the trade war, and they're fucking us, basically, which is bullshit. So, yep, Castle X is correct. Yes. So if you want a legally binding, let's go stablecoin in the United States, it needs to be 1-to-1 backed with either dollars or dollar-backed assets, which are bonds, and they prefer you hold on to treasuries, which is really, really, really interesting. So they're incentivizing a lot of the future stable coins to hold a fuck ton of, basically by making it into the law, and most of these stable coins outside the United States that want to essentially create a stable coin backed by dollars will start having to hold a lot of U.S. Treasury. So it's a way to absorb a lot of dollars in the crypto market that's going to explode, because essentially crypto is essentially a weapon of the United States government in order to rug all other currencies except the dollar. And this helps the US dollar, because these dollars that were just in stable coins and just in dollars essentially can now actually be used to buy US treasuries, which helps make it cheaper to borrow money and effectively absorb a lot of the inflation that goes around. Interesting. So it's like every person that enters crypto and takes profit in stables and stuff, or creates stables, effectively you're helping buy US bonds. Living in China and the foreign base here is fucking retarded, thinking that China's the victim. I know, dude. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Fed is a non-government business entity who lends money to the government. How can the government tell them what to do? How can the government tell you to pay taxes? The power that the Federal Reserve has is that the United States government gave them that power. That's why they had to pass the 1913 Act. If they had power already, why would they have to pass anything? They would just do it, right? Why would they have to pass a bill in Congress? The 1913 Federal Reserve Act. Interesting. Interesting. They had the power in the beginning. They didn't need to pass this bill, right? But they had to pass this bill to get power. So the power did come from the government because it came from the people. That doesn't make any sense, bro. What part? A-Rod. Any possibility to run out of USDC? No, not really. I mean, you can literally go to the website and basically print it out. You can turn it into actual physical dollars and stuff, but most people don't. Most people just sell in the open market. So that's actually kind of a thing too. Like they could, like, honestly, USDC and some of these, I mean, obviously they're getting audited, but like how closely, who knows? But it is a sort of thing where, like, I mean, most of the times these bigger players aren't really like when you buy USDC, you did not create USDC. Someone deposited a large portion of capital, created that USDC, and that USDC is being sold on the open market, or effectively an entity, essentially like an exchange, sold a bunch of crypto, had cash, sent the cash over to Circle, then created new USDC, and then it had that USDC put into their basically their bank vaults, essentially within their own exchange. So when you cash out USDC, you aren't really, like, the dollar stays in the system because you're not physically turning in the USDC to Circle to turn back into real dollars. It's been a minute. What's up, Sal, the crypto fool? You got to change to the crypto G, brother. Come on, son. Like the stream. That's right. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because they be rugging us. And join the Citadel, you guys, because way to shadow ban me, man, just because maybe I dropped too many N-bombs. Not me, my memes, but you know. Oh, that's funny as fuck, dude. Oh, yeah. That's really funny. Yeah. Let's see. This will be my first bull run. Got about 5,000 split between Sui, Sonic, and Solo. Should I buy anything else? I think a meme coin, a Doge, or a Pepe. I think that'll serve you very well. Pretty much. Give a like. They're always free. I know, right? Shit. Watch me from the TV and everything else. Watch me from the tablet. Let's see. What else I'm going to show you guys here? But yeah, that's how the stable coins work for the most part. But yeah, at least with Circle, you have to take dollars to it. Like if I could wire transfer Circle $100,000 and they would create me $100,000 worth of USDC. So do you think the Fed will publicly announce QE or stealth QE? Stealth QE. They're being cunts. Stealth QE. It's going to be done through overnight repo market printing, as well as effectively Trump is probably going to loosen banking lending regulations, which initially good, but it's kind of dangerous. This is a slippery slope where, like, this is where our boy what's his name, George W. Bush Jr. kind of got us in trouble and stuff because they over relaxed. But some loosening of lending regulations is definitely needed. And yeah, I'm watching from a Galaxy tablet. I'm watching from my TV right now. I'm watching from my LG TV. How much more bleeding do you in the alt markets you see next month? I see one more bleed. That's about it. I think we're very close. Like we're just in the boring part before we start ramping up. I think May is going to be a pretty good month, and I honestly think we'll have a pretty decent end of April. But I mean, just what the Fed said today shook the market and went down. I mean, crypto didn't really go down much. I mean, really, like, did it really? No. Could goggles outpace Pepe? Actually, yes. Now at this point, yeah, it could, because it's so low in market cap. Yep, absolutely. And somebody asked me, Miguel sold his studio. That's why he's in here. No, we have Access Vegas. They had to move the show from Thursdays to Wednesday today because of a guest and stuff. So I did my stream from my office and allowed them to do the Access Vegas show from the studio right now. The studio is filled with hoes right now. So, yeah. Do I see GameFi making a comeback? I really believe so, yes. But it's going to be off the back of Ethereum doing much better, as well as it could be a big Grand Theft Auto coming out. I think that's going to be a huge one with the GameFi side. I mean, that's going to be a big one, According to M2 correlation, we should start pumping in May, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, M2 supply is another one we should be watching pretty carefully. M2 is a huge one. They're money printing across the world. The Chinese are printing, ladies and gentlemen, and the US of A is on the way. You're fucking crazy if you think we don't, because when we refinance all this debt, essentially we're just remortgaging the same amount of debt, but now we have less money that we have to pay out in interest. This allows the government to can essentially do more spending, basically. So, yeah, a lot of things are lined up for May 7th and stuff, but we need to cut now. About tariffs, right? I mean, this is the main thing that the Federal Reserve, because yes. So if things were really tit for tat with tariffs, right? If a tariff typically is a one-time cost, where inflation is a permanent cost that keeps going up. So let's just say if you're paying $100 for let's just say like a brush like this, right? Like $100 for a brush, and there's a 25% tariff across all things, and that would go to up $25. But then that would be it. Where inflation can, and this is some games people are playing. There is going to be some increasing prices on some items, but things need to be done in order to kind of make the economy stronger and more resilient, as well as yeah. Is that a meme clock in the background? It is. It is my Pepe clock doing the L7 loser. It's looking like later in the year. It looks like August is what it's looking like. But I think GTA 6 comes out before the end of the cycle's over. So yeah, meme clock more expensive. It was a pretty nice meme clock. Do I still hold any Punky? Yes, still hold my Punky, still hold my Frog. I'm holding on to Fat, N2, and a lot of Solana. I've recently invested into one other coin, but I'll keep that on the down low. Pretty low market cap. Let's see. Honestly, don't mind the chop. It's been amusing. It's been abusing the fuck out of the goggles pool. Yeah, man. If you're on top of it, you can pull quite a lot of yield out. I'm more passively yielding right now because I've been handling some other stuff just business wise. But yeah, just still printing out of the pools right now. But remember, on the weekly basis, they can adjust how much yield they give to pools, and they can cut your yield right away. So, Fat don't talk. Do I hold any Turbo? No, I do not. I don't hold Turbo. I don't think it's a terrible coin, but I'm just not holding Turbo personally. Brett needs a pump. Yeah, needs Ethereum to move. Aerodrome is another one that's kind of a token that's kind of levered out because of Ethereum. It's not doing too well because Ethereum isn't pumping. That's what it is. Yeah. Any thoughts on Walrus? I don't know the token. Yeah. Any thoughts on REI on base? I'm not really focusing too much on base protocol right now. I'm mostly right now focusing on Sonic, Solana, and Sui, some of the main other ecosystems and stuff like that. I think base is going to underperform until we have a big run on Ethereum. But there's some really cool Ethereum upgrades for privacy that are coming out, as well as some possible throughput upgrades that are going to be happening later in the year and stuff like that. So, yeah. How soon do you think we see on RH wallet? At the soonest, 3 months from now, probably 4 months from now, if I had to guess. Let me see if I can show you something real quick. Let's see. Let me see where I put these. So let's check out Jerome Powell. He just recently did a little speech and talk at the he did a little speech and talk here at the Economic Club of Chicago, which is a big lefty, which is pretty much run by the left. It's kind of crazy.
It's very helpful. The reason we do it is it's really good for U.S. Consumers. So we'll continue to do that, just as part of the dollar being a reserve currency, the reserve currency, most important. And we will do that.
You mentioned amongst the issues you were focused on was the U.S. fiscal situation. Well, clearly, U.S. sovereign debt continues to rise. And what are your thoughts on the longer-term implications for interest rates and economic stability? How much further can we go in terms of national debt before we cross a line that might be unsustainable in the long term?
So the U.S. federal debt is on an unsustainable path. It's not at an unsustainable level, and no one really knows how much further we can go. Other countries over time have gone much farther, but
he's mostly talking about Japan right there. So, but the reason Japan has gone 200% or over their GDP number in terms of debt is because the debt is mostly being held by the retirees, pensions and corporations. So there's a big kind of community push to hold their own debt because they owe the debt to themselves. They could essentially do like a haircut or not a bailout in a way, more like kind of a bail-in where they could actually take like, well, you're taking a 50% haircut across all bonds, all Japanese bonds, but it's much less of a problem because it becomes more of a domestic issue where the United States, its debt is like 1/3 U.S. held and the rest is mostly international because there's huge demand from international corporations to hold dollars as well as other sovereign nations. So that's kind of one of the problem with the United States version of it is that we owe essentially the whole world wants us to borrow money because they want access to dollars. It's one of the cheaper ways for them to place their surpluses from from essentially the trade surpluses that they earn from trading with the United States to put there to give them essentially a dividend income that they can use to then buy things they need from the United States or to trade or buy oil and commodities. So yes, let me go back a little bit. Man, I never got the whole Highlighter thing. I mean, I've worn suits before all the time, man, and like they like wearing the suits and stuff enough where it's like some weird shit where like it's almost like they're wearing high heels and they want to show off their socks. I don't know. So I've always found that weird about personally for me with suits, but whatever.
A line that might be unsustainable in the long term.
So the U.S. federal debt is on an unsustainable path. It's not at an unsustainable level, and no one really knows.
And they can help with that if they cut interest rates down. Obviously, the Federal Reserve's top two mandates are in like helping unemployment and essentially a 2% interest rate or lower, but usually around 2%, right? Because that destroys debt. But the real number one thing is protecting the Federal Reserve's ability to print dollars. That is the number one thing they care about. They fuck your puts, fuck your job, fuck the economy, fuck everything else. As long as we have the power to print dollars, that's all we care about. Fuck you guys. It's all about the socks. Show some authorities. They sit, Alan, they sit cross-legged because they can't even bench 135. Damn, son.
Knows how much further we can go. Other countries over time have gone much farther, but we're now, we're running very large deficits at full employment. And this is a situation that we very much need to address. Sooner or later we'll have to, and sooner is better than later. In terms of, if I can say from my time working on these issues, it's not the Fed's issue, but if you look at a pie chart of federal spending, the biggest parts and the parts that are growing are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and now interest payments.
Now, okay, let's go back here a little bit, right? Let's hear that again. And I want you to think if you could use one word, who caused all that?
That are growing are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and now interest payments.
Who? What possible generation? What possible generation could have sent those things sky high? Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, boomers. I turned 18 in 2009. How much money have I borrowed from the government? Zero. But boomers, we are in this problem because of boomers. We borrowed all this money because of boomers. And then you can't even say that, like the only debt the millennials and Zoomers have as a generational debt that's of any consequence is school debt, but that cannot be bankrupted away. So it's a debt that will get paid back one way or another because it follows you like a banshee. And the boomers are getting older and older now. Like I'm 30, I just turned 34. Boomers, the youngest boomer right now is, I believe, 61 years old or 62 years old right now. The oldest boomers I believe, were born in 1946, if I remember correctly. I mean, let's do some quick math here, right? 2025 minus 1946 equals, so the oldest boomers are about 79 to 80 years old. Jesus. So our biggest problems is that our government spends more money on old people than they do young people. That's the, like, either way. Now obviously with Doge, I think we may have found some they didn't, I mean, they didn't really say this out too much, because I would really be interested to know the numbers. They found a couple million people that were over the age of 150 years old getting payments. Possibly they may have just been in the system not getting payments, and if that's the case, cool. But it's very likely that we had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million people over the age of 120 years old receiving Social Security payments. So if we find out and figure out who was getting that money and get them to the highest, arrest them and stuff for essentially stealing, there's a little bit of a shortfall, because Social Security goes bankrupt in 2035. But in reality, the way the trend line is going, ladies and gentlemen, Social Security will be bankrupt by 2031, which is in about T minus 5.5 years from now. Cuatro cinco. How many Fed chairmen have you heard? Remember Bernanke? Same. Yeah, Bernanke, Alan Greenspan before that, and he ran that shit for a long time. So it's Greenspan, then Ben Bernanke, and then I forgot the woman's name. I forgot, and then this guy right here. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and the crazy part is the United States is in the better position than almost every other developed nation in the world. China, I wouldn't say China's developed. I mean, I wouldn't say China's like a first world nation and shit. Obviously, most of their people still in poverty. Essentially, 50% of their populations are slaves. Truly economic slaves, but like to a worse extent. You can say that about every country. I mean, half of the population of every country is basically in debt slavery and slavery to some point. But I mean living poor in China, and in the next 30 years, 40 years, China will lose about 50% of their population. They'll no longer be a country over 1 billion in population. They will be a country about 400 million people. 10 million slaves. That's right. Like pop of China. So China, and like I don't believe all the numbers either. Stuff too. Now, obviously, I know they have tons. So the population of China right now versus the United States, right? So we got India at 1.4, we got China at 1.4 billion, and we got about 300 million people in the United States. The birth rate in China is basically at one child, basically like 1.2, 1.3 children per person per capita. Shit's not great. A lot of this population is going to die off very soon. Very, 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 very bad population pyramid, basically. One child policy turned into self-culture. Yeah, pretty much. Miguel, wow, bro, what? Miguel, I'm gay and I feel like I'm working a dead-end job. What do I do? Pray to God. And is it dead-end minimum wage or kind of like paying better than minimum wage? I'll help you out, brother. But pretty much, yes, like let's just say we believe these numbers, because the Chinese also overreported about 100 to 200 million people extra that they had to revise and say that's not real. So I do not believe any number the Chinese give you is bullshit. Basically, any number the Chinese give you is bullshit. So I would probably put their population probably closer to 1 billion, but like let's just honor that. Let's just say I'll say 1.2, because I don't believe 1.4. I don't believe it at all. Kind of better paying than minimum wage. Well, whatever job you're going to get, it's just a job and just over broke. If you hate it that bad and it's killing you, I mean, you have to go something where you can start learning more, but you're going to have to get into online business, AI, and it's going to suck because there's no fast transition to quick cash. You're going to have to either start like cleaning roofs off, offering some sort of like door-to-door service. And it's going to be tough because in the beginning you got no clients, no clientele, but you're going to eat shit for a while, but you're going to have to put in time and effort to start pulling some income in and stuff like that, or find a job or quit that job, find a job that lets you that you work maybe Monday to Friday, maybe Tuesday to Friday, and then use the weekends to like build a side business to build some income, or an internet business. Maybe you start doing clips for people, or you start providing some sort of service like that. That's how you're going to do it, basically. Get into sales, bro. I know it's getting into sales and stuff. I mean, it can really help you out as well and stuff like that. But like, I know it's tough right now. I mean, car sales are in the shitter. I mean, sales in general, I mean, everything's in the shitter right now. So, but that's a good place to start, dude. It's just like, there's no like magic thing that I can tell you that you're instantly not going to go through shit. You're going to go through shit. There's no saving you on that, because you have to gain those skills, and then you have to build your Rolodex, which just means your contact list, in order to be able to become valuable in the market. How can a coin fake their market cap? I have a billion coins, and then I put them at $1 with no trade volume, and technically my market cap's $1 billion market cap. Kel, thanks. I'm not gay. Dog, bro. You're the one who said it, dude. I don't know why you stop that self-deprecating shit, bro. God damn, son. Like, you gotta stop saying bad stuff about yourself.
Well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. So gay. Why is there a delay when transferring money electronically? Sometimes 5 days. Electricity is the speed of light, so shouldn't the money transfer instantly?
You are gay. Give me car, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that. Kill my enemy, give me this, give me, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me car, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, give me this, give me, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire.
I mean, it's all jokes and stuff like that, brother. But like, you like that's actually a big thing. I catch a lot of guys. Like, I actually have had a few guys that have met me here. They're like, "Hey, I'm in Las Vegas. Could I meet you and stuff?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. If I'm in town, sure." And then I've met up with them, and like, so I've caught them sometimes talking like their self-talk is horrible. Their self-talk is absolutely horrible. I mean, like, yeah, but I'm just not that smart. Dog, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you need to stop talking bad about yourself at all. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I'm God's gift to women, but at least at that point, if you're overconfident, at the very least, it's a positive mindset, and then you think highly of yourself, your trajectory, at the very least, you're looking up, right? But if you think badly about yourself and you say bad things and stuff, it keeps you from trying to achieve things and doing goals, because then, well, I'm kind of a loser, so I'm like, I'm probably going to fail the test if I take it, so I shouldn't become an electrician. Or like, I shouldn't go to trade school because I'm a fucking loser and I'm a faggot. And like, it's horrible. You can't do that shit. No. You got to start thinking positively, man. That's why we have the Citadel. That's why we have the Citadel. It's a positive place for you to hang out, talk to people. I mean, like, we all crack jokes and stuff, but we're helping each other out, right? And you got to manifest it like them 304s, right? Except actually work. But there is I'm not like telling you like the secret, right? But there is something to that, right? Even in terms of like religion, right? You pray for it and you work towards it, God will give it to you. But you have to work towards it. God's just not going to be like, I want $1 billion and it falls from the sky. Right? Are you glad you're not in the trades anymore? I miss it sometimes. I do. There's certain clients. I mean, I was getting to the point where I just started firing just bad clients I didn't like anymore. But like, I mean, I did like what I did for a long time. It's just like physically, it was starting to fuck my back up, so I couldn't do it anymore. But I mean, I would. I mean, if I didn't have crypto, I'd still be in the trades somehow. I mean, I'd still be in the trades, and I know I'd be doing very well with it and stuff. The thing is like there's usually like one half of the year is really good, the other half is a little slower and stuff, and that's just kind of how it is, you know. Manifestation, just unwavering self-belief. Exactly. Obviously, yeah, you'd rather be doing what you're doing now. Of course, I've always wanted to be in finance. I've always wanted to work with money. I've always wanted to do this sort of stuff. So I'm doing what I wanted to do always. So, I mean, that's one of the things my mom told me when I finally did all this. She's like, Miguel, I never, like, she basically, which my mom basically said was like, I'm so happy you're doing this now because I never thought in my life you were going to just do like that. Like to her, like doing landscaping, doing all that shit was kind of doing like a step backwards and stuff. She's like, I saw you working in an office, never outside and stuff. So I'm like, you know, yeah. The Citadel is pretty fire, man. The Citadel is very, very, very fire. Very, very fire. Hit the like button, man. I'm here for you guys, man. I mean, no matter what the market goes up or down, we're here. I mean, it's so easy. All these crypto influencers are here for when it's high and they can get shit money out of you guys. But when it's down in the dirt, when it's not cool to stream, when it's not cool to talk, they run and hide and disappear. Or like, hey, you guys, I'm taking a quick break. That's, you know, and they're like, they only come back when it's hot. And there's nothing to, like, if there's nothing to extract from you guys, then I guess I have to leave now, you know? And I just think that's a broke ass mentality.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Oh my God. Miguel, what's more important, market cap or liquidity? I guess liquidity, because that way you can sell the tokens. I guess market cap is more of a marketing tool. If all the tokens are out, then the market cap matters. But when there's only a small portion, let's just say 1% of the supply, but the whole total supply is not out for a couple of years or it's coming out very soon, it could be a bit of a misleader and stuff like yeah. So actually circulating supply versus real fully diluted supply, which means every single time. Everyone on Twitter is bearish because they've been in a bear market since November. The CMC, it just started going down barely for us, and not even that much on, we made tons of profit on Sonic, on all the yield farm plays. Pulse Chain has been in the shitter since ever. So I'm shocked by nothing in Pulse Chain. It's been like this. It's been like this for a fucking year in Pulse Chain. Tell me stop me when I'm lying, right? Alex 7, I listened to you in 21 and I should have invested more. Well, yeah, there's a lot of guys who made money in 21, right? But I had this dumbass bitch on Instagram, stupid bitch, stupid retarded bitch, flat titty hoe, that's got her fucking Instagram on private. That would just started battling with me and said she was saying you don't make money from this shit. I was like, yes, I did, bitch. I've been making money in crypto since 2016. The only years I lost money legitimately were 2018 and 2022. Yeah, she's part of the itty bitty titty committee, flat chested hoe society. Crusty ass bitch. Probably a dude because she's on private and shit. Because these whores like to share their whole pussy out in the world. Let's be for real. Stupid fucking slut.
Broke nigga alert. 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 Broke nigga alert.
Yeah, the bro. If it's a bitch talking crypto, I know a couple girls in crypto legitimately that are here. Okay, legitimate. There's some good Pulse Chain chicks, right? But a lot of these. I mean, it's like OF, man. You know why the AI is the death of the OF chick is because dudes are gonna like imagine like I put up like right, I'm like so you know when like Thanos, right? If you're like Thanos is not like Thanos is a fucking character on TV or on the movie, right? But they had a whole suit thing on the actual physical character moving the guy around, the voice and stuff like that. And that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a dude that's gonna make himself look like a chick on screen. And dudes like I'm telling you, dudes do everything better than chicks, just about everything, right? So these dudes know exactly what guys want to hear. And there's going to be something very gay, by the way, super gay. But like these dudes are going to pretend to be chicks and they're going to fucking run circle around these OF whores because these bitches don't know shit because they're stupid. Stop me when I'm lying. Crypto Cassie. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, I like Crypto Cassie. That's a good one right there. Good one. Who's another one? Fuck, there's so few, bro. There's so few crypto girls. Like, fuck, what's her name? Give me a couple of crypto girls' names. Give me a crypto girls' names. Sammy from Pulse Chain's very good for like. There's some really great. We have a lot of good girls in Pulse Chain. A bunch of grifting assholes too as well. SJ, another good one. Outside of, I mean, fuck, I don't know, like what's her name? Crypty Wendy O, good one as well. Nerd Girl as well. But dog, bro, I'm like, yeah, Wendy and stuff like that, and like, and that's Wendy now, not when she was young. You know, which, and I mean, I'm not saying she's old, but that's when she was young. She was probably a different person. But all women act different when it's just like guys, but it's sort of like girls peak out early, so they get to act like cunts when they're young, and then as they're getting older, they come to their senses. And also, I don't know, man. This is just red pill shit. I don't know. Post Latina, right? KDP. Well, KDP has taken a couple L's and acted a little strange and shit. So I don't know, bro. I don't know about KDP and shit. Yeah. How are you? What? How are you at KOL getting hacked? Well, I mean, accidents happen. You know, like for me, like if it's emailed, it's not real. Nothing that gets emailed is real. Like, don't click links, don't click shit, just don't click nothing, don't download nothing, basically. Yeah. Yeah, Black Hexagon, great. She's an incredible person in the community. Like, there's incredible women in the community. Now, I can only speak to the Pulse Chain and the Hex side because that's the community that I'm most affiliated with, that I hang out with and stuff like that. So I can tell you just by their character, they're good people. She's a great mom. She's a great mom, hardworking woman. You know, I got nothing bad to say about her. SJ as well, very hardworking as well. But Black Hexagon working harder. But yeah, like there's incredible women within the community, and as well, I would imagine there's other people, but they're just not as public, right? Because why? Because her fucking boyfriend or husband would let's say, "Bitch, what you doing?" Nothing, right? Selena Gomez, damn, Melania Trump, yeah. Is XRP worth it to invest? I mean, if you want to put a little bit into it, it's fine, I guess. There's going to be an ETF for it. There might pump up, but like I believe it's only really going to go up about a 4x, at least in this cycle, maybe a 5x maximum. It's a very large market cap token, so it takes a shit ton of capital to move it. And there's lots of people who've been in it a long time that just want an exit probably and are going to buy Bitcoin with the money. I've talked to a lot of guys who have like decent stacks of XRP for a while. They kind of I mean, this is what they've told me. Don't shoot the messenger, but they just kind of want to get a couple X's and move it to Bitcoin and then not have to worry about it anymore because they feel like it's true. Like all the money they invest into XRP, unless you got it in like pre-2017, you know, you really haven't made that much money unless you were an active trader. So like they would have been much better off just holding Bitcoin. Basically, much better. Vivid, I don't. I mean, repping Pulse, yeah, but like, I don't know. Whatever. I think I like it. Like a lot. Like it's. I get along with Australians really well. Like I like Australians, but Australians are very weird people too as well. But like Australian folks, man, I really like Australian guys. You know, like Australian guys and women are very cool. But like, I don't know. I'm always very skittish of anyone that's from Netherlands or any up there in Sweden and shit, or any of these Nordic motherfuckers from those countries up there. They always end up spazzing out and doing retarded shit in the pulse chain ecosystem. I don't know about outside of crypto, but I mean the track record of like these Swedish guys and girls from Sweden, Netherlands, Denmark, they always go crazy and do stupid shit, and the whole community ends up hating them and they fuck off, or they have a mental breakdown. I don't know. It's because, I mean, maybe it's the lack of the sun hitting their fucking skin, possibly. I don't know. You don't see that. You don't see motherfuckers going like acting crazy like that from fucking Ireland. They're just as white, just as lacking the sun, but they can hold their liquor. So I don't know. Also, those communities too also go crazy a little bit, I think, too, because of the women, because there's a lot of statistics coming out because, you know, red pill and stuff, right? That their women are extremely promiscuous and they cheat a lot. They're some of the highest leveling of percentage of cheaters. And infidelity affects the psychology and like the psyche of men very terribly. So if your woman's cheating on you, you find out she's getting raw dogged by some other fucking dude eating fish with fish breath because he's eating sardines all day with honey and bread. I mean, I'd be pretty pissed off too. So, hey. And imagine you're snowed in and like you find out your honey is getting smashed by some dude who's eating sardines for fucking lunch. Dog, damn, son. That's the truth, man. Imagine you're snowed in. You've got internet thanks to Starlink. And your chicks, like, someone tried to say Nordic chicks are fucking like snow Latinas. No, Russian women are snow Latinas. Let's stop the psyop that's happening within like Denmark and like these countries and shit. Like it's a lie. No. Look, Russian women are snow Latinas. That's it. You can even see Ukrainian possibly, right? But like, you know, those are cabin fever snow bunnies. Russian girls are ruthless. Have you met Latinas? They're ruthless too. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, look, think about in the community. All right, every person that's from Scandinavia-ish and all that area, they've all kind of gone psycho and the community got mad at them, or they fucked off, or they disappeared, or they were like having mental problems. It's kind of insane. I'm just noticing a pattern. I don't know if, I mean, I guess that's super racist nowadays. You can't like noticing a pattern. I don't know. This 5% of the pulse chain community is a little off. Just a pattern. The Filipino women or Asian Latinas, yeah, because they have fucking Spanish blood in them. That's why they have the names like Fluck Lopez. Noticing is not allowed. Oh, okay. You know I'm sardine. You know I'm talking. Everything I'm saying is the truth, bro. Like, there's 140 languages in the known world, and I'm speaking the one language that's called truth, right? Let's see. Eastern Europeans are hot, but I can't do the accent. It always sounds too masculine for me. In their native language or them speaking in English? Tony Yayo. I farmed 4 X33. Shout out Tegan, man. What's up, G? Like, at some point, I think I have enough X33 where I'll chill out, and I'll probably just start moving into USDC or Sonic, probably. English, yeah, I could see that. Let's answer some super chats. Sal, okay, let me move my swing career. Sal, do you think it's better to just buy Shadow over S and take profits into S over buy? Yeah, I mean, if that's the strategy, I still would do 25% into Sonic and then the rest into Shadow. If you're just like, I'm going heavy yield farm, you got to take advantage of it. Sure, but then know that you're taking that profit into Sonic. Okay, but that's your decision, of course, right? The sit down. When do you think inflation will rise from tariffs? Powell said tariffs will increase inflations. I would imagine third quarter we'd see something, but honestly, I think it's being quelled down. I think Trump's going to offset a lot of the costs, or at least try to slow down the costs. I think he's going to crash oil. From what I'm seeing right now, what we're doing with production with the United States side, we're going to start crashing oil. There are certain things that that are going to increase in price. I should see Nike's going up in price and some clothes going up in price, but because he's mostly giving breaks from tariffs on technology, but not on clothing and like stupid knickknacks you buy from Temu. Which should you be buying anyway? Not really. No. It's just going to go over to we're buying more homeopathic and like fucking grift or fucking Instagram shit from the United States or Canada or Mexico or from Europe. Like, I think a lot of the bullshit we're buying is just going to flip over from Europe and shit. Like, I think what the Chinese are doing right now is a real desperation move. They're literally like snitching. Like it's like, I don't know what the strategy is for the Chinese right now, where they're essentially on TikTok showing you like all the luxury goods are being produced. You know, all the luxury group, like the United States does not produce those luxury goods. They're not U.S. owned companies. They're European. They're attacking the one person, and it's fucking madness to me what the fucking Chinese are doing right now with their people. I don't know. It seems very stupid. Hey, let's piss off the one trading partner we have to possibly offload some of all this stupid worthless shit we make in factories. We can sell it off to the Eurozone. Let's piss off the Eurozone by basically stealing their IP and showing you how cheap and ruining their market model. Like, it's insanity. It's insanity, actually. Like here's a Birkin bag, not U.S. owned. Here's how we make Gucci bags, not U.S. owned. Here's how you make a Louis Vuitton bag, not U.S. What are you doing, you stupid motherfuckers? These are not U.S. companies. Why are you like? The only one I've seen is Nike. They're destroying their luxury market. Then once the luxury market leaves, and then they're cheap, they're fucked. It's what are they doing? This is one of the stupidest things I've ever fucking seen. It's insane. It's like you should destroy all your high like the highest level of luxury and high production, like basically your highest cost manufacturing production line. Let's destroy it by pissing off the people who own the IP, and then they rug you guys and build it in Malaysia or some shit. Oh my God. So dumb. So dumb. So dumb. They're not even attacking U.S. companies barely. Like, I've only seen Nike and like Lululemon. If we don't buy luxury clothes, how to fat get fresh? It's so very stupid. It's so very stupid. Like, the Chinese people are hurting very badly. They need to employ them. And if they don't have employment, they'll have a revolution and then they die. That's what's going to happen. And the United States, if we really wanted to fuck, like, I'll tell you how to fuck China. It's not hard. Okay. The first thing we do, we set martial law in the United States temporarily in the states where the Chinese have bought all the farmland near military bases. Essentially take that land back like we did the Japanese. Terrible, I know, but you have to. Not the Japanese, but like you have to, right? Boom, you take that land, you strip it from them, and then you send military bases. That way they can't cut communication lines with the United States. Second of all, you sink the entire, you either blockade, which is nicer, or you just shoot down every single fucking ship that's coming out of China. You don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is stop letting any ship get past the blockade into China, and the country will starve itself because they don't have the inputs to create all the food they need for the country, and then the country will implode. That's it.
Chain, the first AI layer 2 blockchain built on Solana by niggas for niggas. LLM, lot of little money's technology. Proof of data entry scheme system. Nigga detection software. Dynamic bag chaser 1 billion TPS. Nigga chain. Yeah, I'm finna bridge.
That's it. They do not they're a net importer of food. They do not create enough food within China to be able to feed their population. That's it. All you got to do is stop them from. All you got to do is really like send their military. Like, first things first, right? For one, martial law, take that land away from any Chinese nationals. First of all, second of all, head to Panama Canal, blow up the 2 Chinese companies, forcefully take control of the Panama Canal. Third, send 2-3 fucking Air Force. I mean, not Air Force. I'm sorry. Air Force. I mean. I'm fucking spacing here. I'm sorry. You send 3-4 squadrons down to the China Sea and stuff, and basically blockade them from fucking being able to send out ships and shit. That's it. That's it. I mean, even just the first 2, it would probably be a good move. Carrier groups, thank you. Yeah, 3 carrier groups down there, and stop that shit right away. You'd hold out 6 months and the fucking entire country would collapse. It's acts of war. No, it definitely is. No, definitely. But I mean, that's what it is. You don't enter mainland China, you don't bomb mainland China, but you essentially stop them from being able to export at all, and their economy completely collapses. When you come to Miami, probably June, maybe May, probably June. That's it. Simple. It's horrible. I mean, like, no, honestly, the Panama Canal one, I think Trump could do the Panama Canal right now and do it. I mean, really, we'd be like, I'd be like, I would tell Panama, shut the fuck up before we fucking decide to put a fucking banana republic in there. That's it. Like, the Panama Canal should be forcefully taken from Panama or face dire consequences. That should be happening now. The Panama Canal is like, we should take that shit back. Fuck the Panama selling the entry points to the Chinese company. Are they fucking retarded? They did not build it. It was built by U.S. labor, U.S. engineering, U.S. everything. What about Cybertex cut the internet? That's what they're doing. That's why I said about doing martial law and because there's actually been a lot of Chinese nationals buying land around, buying a ton of land around U.S. military bases. You think that's not on purpose? That's probably to spy on U.S. military, military movement and stuff. How many peeps does Somi wreck with Pete? I'd say a decent amount who weren't paying attention and like trading, which is a lot of people probably, because if you're just buying and holding and you have to go to work and you're not actively trading it, I think recently, like he bought the bottom on it and made some X's off that. But like guys who've been DCAing into PDI, I mean, if they haven't been taking profits, they got fucked up the ass, no lube. I mean, totally pegged. Like there was a pegging in PDI, but it wasn't their fucking portfolio. It wasn't their coins pegging. It was their asshole getting just like thrashed. Am I still bullish on Pepe? Extremely. Can you elaborate on your L stories from 2018 and 19? Yeah, no, 2018 and 2022 is what I said. Yeah, so 2018 is when the bear market started in 2017. It crashed. That one I completely got I just got caught with my pants down. First time in crypto, didn't know what I was doing. Totally took the L on that one. I managed to, once the bottom was kind of in, I took the rest of my stock portfolio, whatever I had, sold it and DCA'd into the market, and then just DCA'd with everything I had. Bought Bitcoin, bought Ethereum, bought a lot of Litecoin. And what saved my butt was in 2019, we had the halving in Litecoin. I kind of went all in on Litecoin, and effectively it went up. It went from like $22 up to $120, $140. I sold it $120, sold it. And that made me back all the money that I lost out in 2017, but it was really hard fought. It was super risky what I did. I now thinking about it, I'm like, oh my God, that was so risky. At the time, I was so sure. I was such a Litecoin bro at the time. That totally got me all my money back. And then from there, I started transitioning money out of, because I had all that Litecoin in cash. I put that Litecoin into Ethereum and Bitcoin. And from there, I used that and get into Hex. And then the rest of my portfolio. So that was a rough time. And then I just put my head down, went to work every day, like feeling poor. 2018 was like rough, dude. But luckily at the time I started making great money in 2016 from landscaping, and 17 even more money. And every year from there, because I would never stopped working on my business and myself, I made more money the whole time. In 21, it's when I made the most money ever from landscaping. I made the most money I ever made from crypto and the most money I ever made from my company. Both times. It was all-time high. Everything. How much did you put in initially? I think I started, like stock market portfolio wise, I had probably like $38,000 or $40,000 in there at the time. When I stopped, I took a portion of that. I think I maybe took 25% of my stock portfolio at the time, put it into crypto in like late quarter 4 of 2016. And then I just DCA'd regular like income for my job. I kept the stocks there. I didn't touch anymore until late 2018 and 19. And that's what and then I decided there was a point in time when I said, fuck it. Am I 1 foot in stocks, 1 foot in crypto? I said, no, I'm in crypto. And then I put it all into crypto. and I left like stocks behind. That's great, bro. Love to hear it. The only way you can lose if you quit. Exactly. Basically. Thoughts on Hyperliquid? Wait, what? Thoughts on Hyperliquid? Can understand they are real DeFi. I mean, not really. I mean, sure, like you can DeFi, you can bridge to it, but I have not met a single person that's like Hyperliquid. No. They're mostly people trying to yield farm Hyperliquid to get airdrops, and that kind of fizzled out and didn't really work that well. I've never once met in my life, and I go to tons of crypto conferences here in Vegas when they're here. I haven't met one person ever. I've never heard a single dude or a single chick tell me, man, I made all my money off of Hyperliquid. Not once. I've never seen a person with a Hyperliquid tattoo. Same thing with ZK Sync, or same thing with Barachain. Same thing with like these other what's the other token? Here, I'll look it up. Let me see. Like here. So if we look here, right, Hedron Rect, right? I've seen people with Solana tattoos. I've seen people with Base Protocol tattoos. Very few, but they're in Puerto Rico. Ethereum, yeah. BSC, Pulse Chain tattoos. No. Sui too early, but I think there's hope for this. Ton token eventually, yeah. I've seen people with Polygon tokens, Arbitrum tokens, yeah. People are using this. Avalanche for sure. Optimism, Barachain, no. Osmosis, no. Chronos, no. But Chronos is going to pump, so that's kind of Hyperliquid, not really. Like none of these. I mean, like a lot of Sonium. That's Sony. It's Sony's blockchain. ZK Sync, fucking nobody. Nobody was shut the fuck up about ZK Sync. I don't know a single person using it that wasn't trying to just get the yield farm on it and stuff like that. So, yeah. Boop. Why do you hate ZK Sync so much? I knew what it was. I mean, it's not organic. It's a VC backed chain. Effectively, it was just being used like to create. You had to create volume. You had to do all these things. It's fake. It's essentially fake crypto, fake DeFi that wasn't really being used by anyone in because I know all the people using DeFi. I've been around for long enough, and all the guys I knew that were in it, they were just farming it to just take money out of it. That's it. And then tons of people got fucked over on the airdrops. Go look into it. Like seriously, go ask people. Like there's very few people who made a fortune off of or made any decent money off of airdrops off of ZK Sync or Liquid Driver. Oh, not Liquid Driver. I mean Hyperliquid. Sorry. So all these layer 2s went poo poo. Yeah, because Ethereum didn't do well. Yep. The tattoo index. If a girl has a butterfly tattoos, run away. Run away.
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
Yep. Who's the hottest modern girl in your opinion? The hottest, if we're just talking about hotness, probably Megan Fox. But bitch is crazy. All her kids came out trans. If we're just talking looks alone, like it's undisputable. Like undisputable. Career. What movies she did? Let me find the movie. I'm having trouble finding the movie. Whatever. Let's see. Seymour. Yeah. So Jennifer's Body is probably her better. That's why she peaked out right there. Yeah. That was a huge red flag. Megan's thumbs are crazy. Yeah, but I'm just saying, but like overall, I mean, yeah, the thumbs. I'm not the big fan. Foot thumbs. I'm not the biggest fan of foot thumbs. What about Sydney Sweet? I like. She just got big. She's like a white girl with big titties. So like, you have to understand. Like, all right, we're about to do a hot take. Oh fuck. All right. Okay, I'm about to tweet something out. Let's see. Let me find the meme. Terrible. I need to do cardio, bro. I've been fucking off of my cardio, getting fat, man. Workouts have been good, but just I need to be doing more cardio. I'm trying to get like 30 minutes a day cardio and stuff. I've been fucked up for the last 4 days because of all the webinars and stuff. No excuse though. Where's that meme? There we go. Oh yeah, we never even finished this shit right here. Here, I'll show you guys the thing once we finish this. I totally forgot we hadn't even finished this shit. My bad, dogs.
Sustainable level. And no one really knows how much further we can go. Other countries over time have gone much farther, but we're now, we're running very large deficits at full employment. And this is a situation that we very much need to address. Sooner or later we'll have to, and sooner is better than later. In terms of if I can say from my time working on these issues, it's not the Fed's issue, but if you look at a pie chart of federal spending, the biggest parts and the parts that are growing are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and now interest payments. And so that's really where the work has to be done. And those are issues that can only be touched on a bipartisan basis. Neither party can figure out what to do without both parties being at the table. So that's critical. All of this domestic discretionary spending, which is essentially where 100% of the conversation is small as a percentage of federal spending and is declining it's already declining as a percentage of federal spending. So when people are focusing on
So right here, you guys. So we got Ugly Bitches, we got Harvey Weinstein, and we got every movie. Since Harvey Weinstein was put into jail, we've had a plethora of very ugly looking, weird looking bitches in movies and in media. Like, you can say what you want about Harvey Weinstein, but like, dog, bro, like, think about it. There's like a pre and post Harvey Weinstein era. I didn't say Sydney Sweeney is ugly. I never said that. I'm just saying she probably wouldn't be as big because there'd be much more competition in the pretty girl segment. That's all I'm saying. Like, think about it. Like, it's kind of like when you think about like, it's kind of wild when you think about like, what did Harvey really do, right? I'm not apologizing for anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, if you think about it, right? Like, Harvey was a man who kept his promises, right? He was a fat, older Jewish guy, right? But he says, "You suck this dick and you fuck me, I'm gonna put you in this movie," and he puts you in the movie. You don't have to do it, but they did because they wanted to advance their career over instead of just trying to get the role over just on their acting chops. Let me bend over and so let them hit these lamb chops, is what they said and did. Now, like, Hollywood is filled with people who look like they have some version of like it's something that happens to children when the mom's been drinking while they're pregnant. It's like alcoholic like fetal syndrome, essentially. Oh, there's a lot of people in HBO and in popular movies these days. All respect to some of the people in Dune. You know, Chani would not have been played by the you know what I'm saying? Like, that just would not have happened. Do you think under the Harvey Weinstein era that we would have had Snow White be played by that lady that was Snow White? The Greta Thunberg disease, that's right. Fetal alcohol syndrome, right? It was an equivalent exchange. Exactly. Against with willing adults. There's no fucking like there's no thing of like Harvey Weinstein doing shit to minors. It was all fucking adult women deciding that they wanted to fuck this guy. It's not for me to decide is right or wrong and stuff like that, but like it's like, you know, equivalent in exchange, right? There weren't, no Zendayas. No Zendayas, right? I mean, like, I'm not knocking Zendaya. She probably is a great actress and shit like that, but like, dog, bro, like, there's bitches working at McDonald's that are on the same level or better looking. Let's just stop with the lies. Let's stop with the lies, bro. There's 1,000 chicks that used to work at Hooters, not anymore. But like, dog, come on. We need to stop this shit. Half of you guys have dated chicks hotter than chick. How? Oh, fuck, I gotta say this with a straight face, you guys. This is really tough for me. Okay. Let's say this with a straight face now. Okay. You fuck, man, I gotta wait. Probably 80% of you guys have dated someone that's on the same level, not skinny wise, but on the same level as Zendaya, bro. Let's stop it, bro. No titty, no ass, hair frizzy. Let's stop. You know. Now, have some of us traded in to get fuck chubbier girls that have big titties and ass? Of course, man. We're men. We're not perfect. She's perfect in the face, but not the body at all, bro. Let's stop. Let me pull out some more memes. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Dog, I mean, look at. Let me play you some good shit, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a bad look, but I'm just saying it's like, come on. Like, I just posted something right here, right? Let's go to my tweet real quick, right? Let me refresh the page a little bit. Losing a bitch does this to a motherfucker. Dog, look at that. Look at that, homies. Dude loses this, he turns to this, dog. Crime season. She one of them boys though. Hey, but she's still pretty. She's still beautiful. Dog, look at that. No, I don't want to hear the cap. You told me if she played Snow White, you guys wouldn't have been mad. Crash out. Yeah, Natalie Portman. Yeah. Obviously, peak in her peak. Of course. We're talking peak here. We're not talking current Natalie Portman, but like in her peak, right? Guys peak later. But dog. That's what happened. Like dude. I'm trying to find the meme. I saved it a long time ago. Let me see. Damn, let me find it. I'm not saying Zendaya isn't a good actress, though. She is. But, yeah. Oh, wow, they're blocking the memes now. That's insane. Anyway, whatever. Though I really do think that like I think like Twitter and everything is like getting too hung up on race. Really. Like it doesn't matter if she's black or white or whatever. I think I think that's getting a little blown out of proportion. I think we're heading a little too much into racism, you know. If she's hot, she's hot, right? That's all that matters at the end of the day, right? Or whatever she's doing in the film industry, or she's good, right? But like we're getting too hung up on that. But like, yeah. Anyway, Gal Giat, yeah. Oh yeah, Wonder Woman, yeah. But the accent, yeah. But also, she's also an Israeli agent and shit. Was in the Israeli military. But yeah, but did she do a good job as Wonder Woman? I think she really did. But she's still kind of an Israeli like asset, which is kind of insane to think about. But yeah, the new Snow White, ugly as fuck. Like she's not white at all. Like, she's supposed to be white. It's like literally like we pick like who's like the whitest person you think that could play T'Challa? Like imagine we remade Black Panther, but we replaced the whole cast with white people. Yeah, she's starting to age out. Yeah, her age is starting to show now. Yeah, exactly. You know the one movie that like Disney is afraid to do because they make every Disney movie black now is I'm shocked they haven't done Tarzan. I don't know if Disney has the balls to do Tarzan to make the whole class black. I don't know if they'll do it. They should definitely do it. They love PR nightmares. Oh, hot take. Low. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh my god, man. Damn, bro. Dude, I gotta show you guys this one right here. Here, I'm gonna force y'all to look at her with no boobs. Look at her. Dude, makeup is the devil, bro. Still not ugly, and still be like tons of people would date her. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad like that, but like you have to understand that like makeup plus filters it's witchcraft. This makeup shit is witchcraft. Yeah, no, that's right. But that's not how you usually see her in media. You don't see her like that. Right. What is it? Like low IQ, big boobs, low IQ, big boobs. Yeah. And then there's this whole study that came out pretty recently right here. Stressman found out in a study of 717 childless women, okay, that there is right, because when you get pregnant you have bigger titties, right? There is a definite correlation between breast size and intelligence. The bigger the brain, the smaller the breast, vice versa. The bigger the breast, the smaller their IQ.
Give me car, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, give me, kill my enemy, give me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, give me that, give me this, give me, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire.
Crazy, right? That's not everybody, but it's like a correlation they've seen. It's a defense mechanism. It's insanity. You guys want the meme? Aren't most women, let's see, wait. Aren't most women not that cute without makeup unless they're fully blown out of 10 out of 10 real models? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Not like ugly, no, but yeah, pretty much. And also too, I don't, I mean, I'm just here. Well, actually, we would be a subject expert because men are a subject expert in women beauty, right? I mean, this is the one thing that we're the best at. We know what bitch is hot, right? And I would say, I think it's because so the women who would consistently never wear makeup at all, their skin usually seems to be a lot better. And there could be something with women wearing makeup all the time that their skin atrophies or loses some kind of that luster and looks worse over time. But I have no, I've got no much more. The market data is pretty low on that because most women wear makeup because they have to compete with other women for men, right? I think I may have been the first guy to say this in this way. Obviously, some people have said it some other way, but if you look at it, right, I said this before at a meeting, at a guy's meeting and stuff like that here in Vegas, and some guys were like, "No, bro, that's not true." But I said that men make the rules for women and women make the rules for men when it comes to sexual selection. Why do all women wear makeup? Because men give a fuck about how they look like. So lying to them essentially using steroids effectively in order to essentially boost up what they look like. That's why they wear blush and they paint their lips red. And they put on concealer and mascara to show that they're younger than they are. Their skin has no imperfections, essentially showing symmetry. That's what it is. Like if your girl goes outside, I'll full make it up. She ain't putting that makeup on for you because she got your ass. She's putting the makeup there so no one's. I mean, it's that's what it is, right? For guys, it's. I mean, that's what they care about. So why are we striving for income and status? Because that's what women want. Because it's women wait at the finish line to fuck the winners. Normally, unless you're just so hot that you bypass all that shit. But usually it's like, wow, this guy's super famous. He's the head of the tribe or he's head of this. And he has the girls going after him. That's how it works. All those chemicals are bad for your skin. No ways. Yeah. You know, also there's another thing too. That there's like if you wear bras all the time, it atrophies the muscles in your boobs. So you get like women who wear what do you call it? Bras all the time. Their titties begin to sag sooner because of just atrophy. Kind of crazy. Yeah, but the Koreans are next fucking level. Like if I was a chick, I'd fly my ass to South Korea and like stay at one of those places and learn how to do like skincare and shit. Actually, I'd do that as a dude right now if I had time. Man boobs? What? What country and ethnicity is your top 3 women? I don't it doesn't matter for me. It's just like it's like it's just, as long as they're fucking beautiful, they like me and they're agreeable. That's the top 3 qualities. The number 1 is they like me. That's the top quality. Do they like me and they lust for me? That's the number 1 thing above everything. 2, are they really beautiful? Yes. And 3, are they agreeable? That is the most important. Like the top 3 things. Like do they like me? Do they like? Well, here's the thing: is they can like you and want to fuck you. It's just they're not agreeable, but guys would still fuck them. That's the whole thing. Genuine desire. That is correct. That's a little racist though, bro. But like, yeah, I know what you mean. But like, but that doesn't exclude black women, because if you had a really banging ass black chick, right, and she's really beautiful, and then also on top of that, she wants to fuck you, but like she's kind of a disagreeable bitch, but you're like, damn, this bitch is down to fuck. You're gonna end up fucking her. What happens if they like you and are agreeable but not beautiful? Then then it goes, that becomes down to the level of where like you are in that sort of thing. Because all guys can tell, like every guy can tell what a 10 out of 10 is, and roughly, right? And within a range, and every guy can tell what's a 0, basically. How the Vegas girls treating you? Pretty well. Busy. It's not racist if it's genetically true. Sort of. Dude, I've met a ton of white women that are fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible, disagreeable bitches. Like, they're naggers, bro. Naggers. Nagging at you. Pecking. Nag this. Nag that. Agreeable my ass. It's a lie. There's good and bad in every race. Yeah, it's just like that blanket statement. That's like, yeah. Every woman's a 10 out of 10 until they don't comply. I'm just saying, yeah, pretty much. Hit on a girl or wait, what? I'm very lost now. What the fuck? Hit the like button, you guys. Are you starting the Las Vegas community group in time once we have the other channel up and running? Yeah, we will. H bar, I don't like it personally, but if XRP gets the ETF, H bar will pump. Yep. Let's see. What's up, bro? $5 super chat. Sorry if you answer this in the stream, but what's your opinion on bonds and 10-year after tariffs, and how will crypto respond? I think the bond rates and what they're paying on the 10-year, the 2-year, the 5-year, 30-year treasuries, they're going to have to go down. And as that goes down, the borrowing rates goes down, and it's good for crypto. The lower the bond rates are, the more it has to, like, that money has to go into risk on assets, which helps out people like us because we're in risk on assets. What's your $5 super chat? What's your thought on Ergo ERG? Let me look. ERG Ergo. It looks like it didn't do well this cycle. It kind of only, price wise, $2. It bottomed out. Where did it bottom out at? Right here. Let's see. Boom. Its bottom is basically 60 cents and pumped up to $2. It hasn't really done much, really. If I'm just looking at chart wise, It hasn't done much. Its highest, its all-time high is $18. It started the cycle in like 2020 at 9 cents. So it did good last cycle, but it has not done very well this cycle. Literally, XRP did it better than it. Do I see Sonic going to 5%? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Yep. 100%. Chef Tito, can you please do moon math on Gala, Alluvium, Cardano? That's a lot of Alluvium, brother. If you have $15,000 in Alluvium, god damn. Cardano, Sui, Pepe, Doge. Everything that I bought for everything I bought 1.5 years ago. I think it should do pretty well. I mean, you'll make your money back over time. VeChain's been one that I personally, we never recommended VeChain, but should do pretty good. I think maybe VeChain would be better off just adding maybe to the Pepe Doge bags or putting that into Sol at this point. Cardano is going to do very well this cycle. It's one of the few ones where you like. I've been very accurate on what coins are going to get ETFs, but that token in particular could worm their way into getting an ETF. Actually, Gala, I think Gala will do good later in the year, but you got to be fast on the trigger to sell. I mean, you should be taking profits as soon as it hits 40 cents and just be DCing out of it as it starts going up. Alluvium is just going to have a tough time without Ethereum doing very well. There's rumors of it being bought out. Alpha drop. Sui, I think, is going to do very well as well. It has a good chance to go over $15, $20 before the cycle's over. Will not get an ETF this cycle, but is a good contender for an ETF sometime in the bear market to like early bull market next cycle. Pepe is going to do very well. I think Pepe can go to at least, because we have to temper things out. It's probably Pepe might only go up to 42 billion market cap total. It did about an 11.2 billion market cap so far. So, and right now it's sitting a little under 3 billion market cap. So just there you go. Dogecoin, I think solidly will go over $1. I don't know much higher than $1, but let's just say $1.20, $1.40. $1.40 and 20 cents because it's 420. That'll probably be the top for it with an ETF. It'll be the first ever meme coin to hit over 100 billion in market cap with an ETF and stuff. So that's very good. EHEX, I think EHEX is going to have a run eventually. A lot of the money that's with the OA is being sifted through and stuff through Trainer.cash, and I think will be used to pump back markets, except without people knowing when he's doing it. Same thing with PHEX. Pulse Chain, same thing. And Solana is the interesting one. Solana is going to be one that's going to get an ETF as well this cycle. Could pump really hard. It could get it as high as maybe $600. We had about a $300 top on it, $302 top. So the ETF could get it as high as worst case $450, but probably swinging between $600 is more than likely in terms of a good middle ground for Sol. And VeChain, I don't track that shit. The sit down. If we grind down to a bear market this year, would it be better to just DC into coins B12? Yeah, I really do believe in the next run up and stuff like. But if you feel like you could take 20% off the top of everything off right now into cash, and then wait for opportunity to DC on the next lower down, that's totally okay. But like me, I'm just laddering in more capital. Yep. Like I personally. I personally thought I was done buying Ethereum, and I bought again at 1480. So, yeah. Poor guy wasted capital in Illuvium. Yeah, that's a little hardcore. Yeah, I don't know. Look, I have Illuvium as well, but like I had kind of set to 5% of portfolio maximum. Like, I have no idea why people put their entire portfolio. Like, it's such high risk and shit. This is why like a lot of people were kind of mad with what's his name? There's this guy, this really big influencer who's shilling nothing but GameFi stuff. A lot of the GameFi stuff flopped, and they're pretty pissed off at him right now. What the hell is his name? I'm spacing on the name. Jeff Tito needed to put some more ILV to lower average cost. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay, good. So you just bought, understood, but like chill off on the enough. You have enough, brother. Enough. Alex Becker, yeah. There's some people out here trying to fucking murder that motherfucker. But like, I got to give it out to him. He really, I mean, I think GameFi is going to have its run, and he will be vindicated. But like, man, this is, I mean, it's been a rough road for GameFi. Why do you say you don't want to travel this year due to bull run? Is it because of VPN issue? No. VPN issue. VPN lets you do anything you want. No. It's because I'm trying to not move around so much. So I'm in the computer, so I can be able to work. So I'm not distracted. So I'm able to watch price charts. So I'm able to take advantage of opportunities or take profits at opportune times. Then when it's the bear market, when we know we're going down for sure, really going down, I'll travel around, do some fun stuff, do meetups, and travel a little bit. I plan to go overseas. I've been invited to a lot of stuff that I've just said no to that I'm going to. Are people pissed off at Alex Becker? Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's impossible not to be. I mean, look at the little pushback we got over ILV, right? And imagine if your entire brand was nothing but GameFi tokens that have only gone down 99.9%. It's pretty bad. But I like Alex Becker a lot. Like he's pretty right on the macro stuff, and he's really intelligent, smart guy. Has run tons of multi-million-dollar businesses. Really good salesman. Like I got nothing bad to say about him. And like he is a pretty good thought leader when it comes to kind of like seeing around the curve. But like his investments he can handle that kind of investment because he brings in a lot of capital from his business. He's able to take high risk, and he still has another portion of his portfolio. That's that. But people always want the 100x bangers. Like the people want like to make a 25x. Tomorrow or the next day, or like this coin I think can do really well once the market really turns up, so people plow tons of cash into it and it doesn't work out, and then they're pissed off. So yeah. Miguel, would you recommend selling almost everything close to the top and rebuy? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, pretty much you're gonna buy all into Bitcoin and then slowly sell Bitcoin into other coins, or just take a good portion into Bitcoin and then wait for the Ethereum bottom, buy the Ethereum bottom, and then from there just apply capital to the rest of the thing. We'll have a whole course on it, basically. Yeah. He said don't listen to him, but yet everyone does, right? I mean, come on. But with that, man, thank you guys so much for joining me, man. I'll see you guys in the Citadel. We've just had a cool-ass webinar we had last night for the Citadel and the Crypto Mindset course that comes out really soon, the thing and everything like that. So my average is $34. That's good. That's a good spot to be. Yeah, you're good, bro. I mean, bro, you got like enough, bro. Boost up the other stuff. Get the Pepe bag bigger. Get the fucking Dogecoin bag bigger. Get the Solana. Their Solana bag's tiny. Get that bigger, bro. Enough. Haram. Enough. Okay.
Work's been such a drag.
I hate my boss.
I worked quintuple overtime with no pay.
Man, y'all still working?
Yeah. Oh, in this economy, camera? Are you kidding with inflation?
We get it.
Let daddy talk.
Like, y'all still gotta clock in?
Oh, yeah. I'm just counting down the days till we start our OnlyFans.
Yeah. Hey, he's doing it with me. No, we already have a contract.
Man, I've been telling y'all to tap into this crypto, man.
The good old digital currency.
Would you let him explain?
Man, I'm talking about I'm making millions.
You can provide me the lifestyle I deserve.
I've been doing crypto since 2019.
2019? What the f*** have I done with my life the past 5 years?
I told y'all should have tapped in back then.
Could have been long-term investors, but we're just low-life imbeciles. We're letting ourselves down, guys.
I'm saying, like, how would you feel? You never got to work another day in your life.
I didn't know you were a motivational speaker, Paul.
You spend your time however you want to.
Well, obviously, a majority of our time would go to you. Yeah, pretty much all of it.
And more money than you ever dreamed of.
Hey, Daddy-O, you know you got to sell a course.
Nigga Chain Laboratories.
Nigga chain. Some will bridge and others feel the pain. Nigga chain. AI layer 2 technology. Nigga chain. Quantum proof Gorillium TPS. Nigga chain. Leave the hood and make your mama proud. Nigga chain. The tech is real and you are missing out.